Now, the rest of the tabs here actually are remnants of settings that were available when using the MC2500, the first generation master controller, where we were able to configure voltage levels. The MC1000 has a fixed 5-volt level for IR and RS-232, as well as triggering. However, the one thing that is that you are able to configure in the MC1000 is if you'd like a port to be configured as a sensor. And if so, what type of sensor? Now, it's kind of a tricky thing here, but kind of a trick wording. But in the drop down here where you have port mode, that means it is not a sensor. Port mode is actually standard executing of commands or bidirectional RS-232, so executing and receiving RS-232 communication. But then additionally, it can be set up as a sensor as we are in here, and we could be sensing video voltage, so voltage off of an analog video connector, for example, audio voltage off an a digital audio connector, which is typically 1 volt peak to peak for PCM coaxial, where video is 2 volt peak to peak, voltage off of a trigger, or auto for video and audio, which will do an auto scan. And then when we choose the voltage level we want it to be at, the threshold is 0.1 at the low end to plus 3.3. And you'd be able to configure that as you wish in any increment of 0.1 volt. Setup for the MC, our master controller device manager software, is simply the phone number to call and email address if you wish to reach out to us. And of course, we make you say thank you. Okay, so now that I have set the IP address of my master controller, I'm going to just do a quick test to confirm that all the settings have applied. I'm going to go to setup. I'm connected successfully, except for now I'm going to set up, I'm going to enter via USB, via IP instead of USB. I enter the IP address of my master controller and I press connect, and it tells me right off the bat that I'm connected successfully. If it doesn't happen that fast, then you know you have an issue, and you go back in via USB, you check a few things out. Of course, another test would be to open your command prompt, and you could ping that IP address, and you should get the response from the unit.